Hello folks, I'm here I'm making a little retro system here. I gave $28 for this old emachines. It has a Celeron G450 in it. Here's the front panel. I'm putting a $5 graphics card in it. That's what I paid for it. You can get them $5 all day long. I mainly buy these actually for the low profile bracket, because that bracket, there's a lot of low profile cards that can use that bracket, and even though it's a DisplayPort and DVI, an HDMI and DVI graphics card can use that same bracket with no problems. I've modified them many a times like that, so that's one reason why I buy these old 6450s or 6405s. There's some OEM Terascale card. But I'm going to make this a retro Windows XP system. I mean, it's going to be designed just to run old 9X 2000 Windows games. And that's what I'm hoping to get out of this setup. I was going to try Windows 2000, but this is a G41 chipset. So, I might can find some modified drivers to run on it, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just set it up for Retro XP. I'll do some demonstrations. I went ahead and put a little, I think I got about $8 to $10 in a little 120 gig SanDisk SSD. But that's what I'm going to use to run the whole system. And I'm going to put a vanilla copy of Windows XP Service Pack 3 and modify it up to look like an old Windows operating system. And that's my way of retro gaming on the cheap. I mean, I'm going to have a grand total of $43 in this system because I want it. I paid $8 shipping. I want it for $19, so I paid $27, $28 total for the system. I already had 2 gigs of RAM. It had the Celeron, had a disk drive. All I had to do is add the hard drive and the graphics card. So for 43 bucks, I'm going to have this thing a little retro revival rig here. Repurpose this. This is what I like to do with these old machines. I like getting them real cheap, and I like repurposing them, because I figured that this old $5 OEM card, yeah, you're not gonna be, you don't want to play Fortnite or anything like that on it, but this is not what that card would be useful for. It's good for playing old games. Old games, this card will do just fine. That's my theory, and that's what I'm thinking. I did think about putting a little, I have a couple of PCI-1 sound blasters. I was debating on that, but I'm going to try Realtek for now. Realtek audio does pretty good on these systems. I've noticed it definitely does better than the HD audio that the cards have, especially in Windows XP and older operating systems. So I recommend, if you don't have a Sound Blaster card, definitely go with the Realtek audio over the graphics cards high definition audio, because you'll start getting, like, certain games will start having these kind of hisses and all types of weird background music when you start it up, and it just kind of crackles and stuff like that. So anyway, this is Matt signing off, and I will make a video after I install some games and XP and modify it up with the inexperienced patcher, and we'll make this a retro gaming machine, as if I was running Windows 98 or Windows 2000. I'm going to have it set up just like one of those. So I will see you later, and this is Matt signing off.